This is such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. And this murder Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is bullshit. I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now.
And you see, that's what I'm wondering. Would he have been your next president? I'm still trying to understand all of this. He had links to politics, but wasn't he just a social media presenter? Debater?
Why do they always come with freaking violence? Gosh damn it! Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people! Who shot Charlie Kirk? I'm driving down a Provo right now! I'm so pissed! Damn it! Why do they always come with freaking violence?
He clearly is pissed, but I mean, what is going on? This has caused a shift in the US. What has? The Charlie Kirk incident. Now, it's the incident, yeah, but it's also people's reaction to it, which is what this is about. It's me trying to understand and see it from an outside point of view. Clearly, I'm from the UK, obviously. Seeing it from the outside and seeing how this has caused a shift in America, in the US, in people. And it's just, wow, this is stunning. Like I'm saying, I had no idea who this guy was until after the event. His name, I'd heard his name mentioned by a few people, but that was mostly from women talking about him and Handmaiden's Tale and that sort of stuff. And I was like, okay, that guy. But it's only in this happening I find out who he is. Now, clearly, I'm not going to agree with his points because some of his points are quite outlandish. But seeing the way Americans are reacting to it, and obviously they would have a lot of them would have a very passionate reaction. But as well as the incident, him getting shot, it's the aftermath. The aftermath as well it's wow. It's what's going on, America. I hope you're focused and on your square.
I'm not going to apologize for my reaction to what I saw yesterday. Against my will, a video of Charlie Kirk, a very up-close video of Charlie Kirk dying, came across my TikTok feed. And for those of you in the comments saying, well, what about Gaza? What about this? What about that? Yes, you're right, but let's be specific. The Charlie Kirk assassination in Utah yesterday. The Evergreen High School shooting in Denver yesterday. The Douglas Park shooting in Chicago. The River North mass shooting in Chicago. The Annunciation Catholic Church shooting in Minneapolis. The Lexington shootings in Kentucky. None of that is normal either. And none of it is something that we should accept quietly. And here's the thing. This type of content did not used to be content. There was a time that if you wanted to see videos such as the one that I watched yesterday, you had to search far and wide to find it. You would even have to go to the depths of the dark web to access it. And now...
I mean, yeah. Ironically enough, the first horrible video that I saw of it, the first blurry, pixelated video from far away, I think I found that on Twitter. But then the real close-up, high-definition one, I actually saw that on TikTok, I think. Yeah, it was on TikTok. High definition, clear as day. My God, that was graphic. Clear as day. Now again, from an observational point of view, from someone outside of the US, I mean, we've seen images have been released of the shooter. And to her point as well, a lot of incidents happen, they happen everywhere. And a lot of shootings happen in America. And aside from the easy access of it, the video on the internet, it is how people are reacting very hard to it. It's like, what sort of turning point was he? Is he? If you understand what I'm saying? Hey, if I sound naive, that's fine. But it's like, it's an incident in itself, but it's also a big turning point. And I'm still trying to get my head around why.
It's the first thing that comes up when we open up an app that we get on to find some peace and some fun and this atrocious, disgusting world that we live in. We should not be desensitized to witnessing death. This is not content. This is not entertainment. This is trauma being broadcasted and consumed like it's nothing. And if I'm shaken, if I'm upset, if I'm angry, that's how it should be, because that is human. So for all the people telling me that that's just how the world is now, and that's just how things are now, I reject that. We should not accept death as something ordinary. We should not consume death passively. And if you think that seeing someone die online shouldn't bother you, think about all of the incidents that I just mentioned previously in this video.
I'm just making a point, but would he agree with you? He himself said that we should have public executions again. But then again, here's my point. How much of what he was saying he was actually fully truthful with? Was he fully honest with it? Or was he just a social media presence selling spicy controversial topics? Like I'm saying, I thought he was a politician. No, he has political ties. Very strong political ties, but he wasn't a full politician. He's just a podcaster, really. But to him, public execution should be back. But I'm just, wow.
And those were just in the summer of 2025 to date. And think about all the lives lost in summer 2025 to date. And then think, is that acceptable? I am not apologizing for reacting. We should react. We have to react. It is not normal. This is not normal, and it is not okay.
And I don't really know what I'm supposed to come on here and say. But the internet does. TikTok definitely does. As I don't have to scroll a plethora of videos of posting. They're rejoicing.
Okay, her video's very low. Now she's saying a lot of people are rejoicing, and she's clearly upset. And again, this is the point. Like, I've never seen this before. The amount of emotion on both sides, the people that are happy it happened, they're excited, they're ecstatic, and the people that seem traumatized, upset, broken by this. And I'm thinking, I've never really seen this before.
Why they always come
And it's making me question the importance of this guy. Like, wow, I barely knew about him, 48 hours ago. I barely knew about him. I barely heard his name. You couldn't show me a picture of him and I know who he was. But seeing him have such a strong reaction from a lot of Americans, it's fascinating. Again, her video's very low, so we won't watch much of this.
Kirk, with the Broadway musical sound, nobody mourns.
Okay.
In that song, there are lyrics that say, the wicked's lives.
Damn.
Do you know who will miss him? His 6-year-old daughter. Do you know who else I think will probably miss Charlie Kirk? Her younger brother. Do you know who I think is probably gonna miss of all? His wife.
And also a lot of people as well. A lot of Americans as well, like yourself. And I'm trying to think back as to when I've seen this again, and I don't think I have. But then again, I don't think we've ever seen such a modern viral execution of a podcaster / political figure, if we're going to be specific. Okay. Wow.
Who just an hour before he was shot posted a Bible, Psalms 46:1. God is our
Breaking news, Charlie Kirk was in the neck. As of right now, I think his condition is unknown. And there are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people. So on behalf of everybody else, I don't know if he's gonna make a recovery or not. I don't know what his condition is. It just happened as I'm filming this. I saw the video of it happening. I do not feel bad for him in the slightest, and I'm very, very much wondering what MAGA is going to react with.
Okay, so this is someone reacting literally after it happened, before the confirmation of his passing was confirmed, basically, and she's hype about it. You see, this is what I mean. This is the other side of it. The ecstatic, the happy, the jubilation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm using a lot of words, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, wow, this guy was very polarizing, wasn't he? The love was strong, but on the other end, so was the dislike, the hate, if you will. But again, it's intriguing to see. And a lot of Americans are charged up from it. Very charged up. Left versus right, right versus left. But who's in the middle?
Wonder how they're going to make this about how black people shouldn't be allowed guns, or trans people. They're probably going to blame a trans black person. I don't But we can all celebrate because something really awful happened to a really, really awful guy. And again, if you're one of those dipshit people that are like, no matter what happens, you should never wish death on someone, I'm going to cheer and dance and sing. Thank you very much.
Charlie Kirk's death has led me to an uncomfortable conversation that I want to facilitate. Okay. To my white brothers and sisters, how would you hope your minority friends respond to the celebration of Charlie Kirk's life when he has very publicly said things like this?
I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist.
Because of DEI, it begs the question when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified.
What?
Really? Really? I mean, he's a pilot. For him to be... You know, I'm not even gonna try to answer that. So I've been learning about this dude in the past 48 hours, and I'm like, okay. You see, again, I don't condone anything. That's not even the point of this video at all. This is my observation and me thinking and seeing certain things. This is why I understand why certain people don't like him. Enough to end him?
Nope.
That's a different thing, but yeah. I mean, when you're saying things like this is very inflammatory. And he had many enemies. A lot of people would say women, people of color, non-straight people, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I mean, he had a lot of people that he didn't like. But I mean, are they wrong for not liking him in turn?
If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence? And Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
Damn.
Refer to Asian individuals by the C word, a word too violent for me to even utter. Refer to Michelle Obama and Ketanji Brown Jackson of the Supreme Court, both Harvard graduates, as not having the brain processing power to be taken seriously. Suggested that if seeing a black pilot, would assume they were a DEI hire. To my white brothers and sisters, I'm genuinely asking, how would you like your minority friends to respond to the celebration of his life? Not to his death, but to the celebration of his life.
Now, I'm trying to get as many perspectives on this as I can. Because again, this is something I'm trying to learn and I'm researching as I'm learning myself, as I'm even making videos. Like as I'm making this video, I'm learning and trying to understand myself. And again, Americans comment, how are you seeing this from a micro and a macro scale? Wow.
Maybe it's because I come from a place with consequences, but I ain't shocked by the Charlie Kirk shit at all. Where I'm from, right or wrong, if you do things that negatively impact other people's lives, there's a chance that could cost you your life. Like, say you put hands on your old lady. She goes back to her parents' house, beaten and bloody, and then her little brother sees it, decides he's had enough. He goes over to that house and he puts 3 in your chest. Ultimately, he's dead because the little brother decided to pull the trigger, but we're going to act like the hillbilly didn't have no part to play in that? Or maybe it's because I'm on the side that has historically had all of the consequences heaped upon them. Like, we're the ones who always get assassinated. Harry T. Moore, Medgar Evers, Huey Long, Harvey Milk, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Fred Hampton, the list goes on. None of them wanted to die. And to be sure, they died because someone came and pulled the trigger. They didn't make that decision. But we're going to act like that decision wasn't visited upon them because they decided to challenge the status quo, because they decided to negatively impact the ruling class? Now I've got a situation where I have an individual who has spent the last decade trying to strip the humanity away from everybody that he deemed lesser, out here impacting the lives of thousands, if not millions of people negatively, and I'm supposed to pretend like there are going to be no consequences. Again, whenever you do the type of things that impact, you don't know how you're impacting people's lives.
Exactly. Now, you see, this is like, I very much agree with his point, because I'm like, you see, again, I'm trying to get my head around it. A social media presence, personality with links to, he has political ties basically, but also as well, it's a sense of, was he fully serious in everything he was saying and the impact of it on other people? Because obviously he was saying some very harsh things to a lot of people. But the question is, did he not take it seriously enough to think his life could be at risk? I mean, did he not expect there'd be consequences for the things he was saying? Or did he not think a lot of people would even take it personally? Like, I mean, we won't actually know now, I mean, what he actually fully thought. But again, the consequences of the things you say. I mean, look, even I understand the consequences of the things I say. I fully understand that. I mean, obviously, I don't hope anyone obviously ends me because of the things I say. My God, I say a lot of stuff, not nowhere near that harsh, come on. But it is the consequences of actions, isn't it? And guns are legal in America. And the question is, where is the line? The line between protection and assault, defense and assassination? I'm just saying, I'm just making some points. Comment.
You have no idea what your words or how they will affect somebody. We recognize this as leftists. I understand there's going to be people who don't like the shit that I have to say. It's cops right now who would love to put me in a bag. I get that. I go do it anyway because I believe that what I'm talking is worth dying for. I hope that Charlie Kirk feels the same, because whenever you get out here and you do the type of things that impact people negatively, you need to expect that those people you negatively impact are going to come visit consequences upon you. For right or wrong, it doesn't matter. In my world, that's the reality, and you should expect that it's going to come whether it does or not. I expect my retribution to come from the ruling class. Charlie Kirk is going to have to look out for it from every minority group that he's ever demonized. Moral of the story is, if you're going to be out here trying to impact people's lives negatively, you better believe in what the fuck it is you're fighting for. As always, bro, I appreciate y'all taking the time. Much love. Y'all have a good one.
I mean, here's a question. If he had the chance to take back everything he said, or some of it, would he? Would he?
Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die just for stating his opinion. Let's be clear, I don't support any sort of violence, especially not gun violence. But let's not minimize the tremendous impact that Charlie Kirk had in creating the division that we see today. For example, on his podcast yesterday, hours before he passed, he said, and I quote, "Black women do not have the brain power to be otherwise taken seriously." Then he went on to defame successful black women such as Michelle Obama, Joy Reid, and Ketanji Brown Jackson, claiming that they are DEI hires. Defamation is words and oftentimes opinions that you can be held civilly liable for in court. If the government can acknowledge that words can kill and words have power, then why can't we?
And yes, obviously, Charlie Kirk, some would say, is a supremacist who spoke up for the white man at the downfall, the stepping on of POCs. But I mean, instantly, that rhetoric in itself, you've just created so many enemies. So many enemies. And as we've seen, some enough to go that far. Now, there are other points, there are so many other points I can make in this video. I mean, I'm already seeing a lot of people verging on, as some would call them, conspiracy theories as to what side may have actually done this, and we're not going to get into that. We're not going to do any of that. Feel free to comment if you want to. Yeah. But the interesting thing is, and the point that I want to make is, if all of this happening was to cause a reaction, I mean, my God, it's causing it's happening, isn't it? It's causing a reaction.
Now, am I saying that Charlie Kirk deserved to die? No, not at all. But let's not minimize the tremendous impact that Charlie Kirk has had in rolling back our rights. He was mobilizing the youth to hate people based on their skin color, their gender, their sexual orientation, and their religion. It's not just opinions.
Who would want to die for their opinion? I mean, should people be taken more seriously because they would die for their opinion? The point is, we share this world. Whether you love it or hate it, the world is yours. Have a nice day.